Today I'm going to be talking about the anatomy and physiology topic of the nervous system and the practice of using mind-body medicine techniques to facilitate regulating our nervous system through activating the parasympathetic nervous system and creating positive feedback effects on the HPA axis by means of movement, breath, and meditation. First, I'll talk a little bit about the nervous system, and then I'll present some techniques that can be practiced to help prevent dysregulation of the nervous system and help shift the neural network within our brain through positive neurogenesis. Our brains have the power to build new neural connections that can help our mental, physical, and emotional health. When we participate in slowing down our breath and tuning into feeling our body and mind connect, this leads to the nervous system feeling more relaxed and able to function properly, creating better health and wellness. The nervous system is our body's way to communicate with itself through chemical and electrical signaling. While the nervous system as a whole is extremely complex, today we're going to focus on the two systems within the nervous system that deal with stress. First, we have the autonomic nervous system, and second, the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis, also known as the HPA axis. The autonomic nervous system regulates the involuntary functions of the body, such as heart rate, respiratory rate, and digestion, while the HPA axis regulates the body's response to stress, which will influence the immune function, digestive function, mood, and mental health. The autonomic nervous system can be divided into the sympathetic nervous system, often referred to as fight or flight, and the parasympathetic nervous system, referred to as rest and digest. When our body receives a message of stress through incoming information from our environment or our thought process, we shift into activating the sympathetic nervous system, causing a cascade of effects within the HPA axis of neurotransmitters and hormones to be released or inhibited. The main hormone we often look at is cortisol, also known as the stress hormone. While this hormone has its role in our survival, the overactivation and overproduction has negative effects on the autonomic nervous system as a whole, leading to low energy, depression, anxiety, burnout, or even disease. The parasympathetic nervous system, when activated, allows for the body to slow down, digestion to ensue, tissues to begin to repair, and needed relaxation for the body to reset. It is in the balance of these two nervous systems that the body can find homeostasis that is necessary for optimal health. So now we come to our mind-body practice to help slow down and activate the parasympathetic nervous system and release some positive neurotransmitters that can help us feel happy, relaxed, and more present. Many studies have shown that in clinical trials, testing before and after practicing these techniques, neurotransmitters such as GABA, dopamine, serotonin, endorphins, and melatonin levels increase, resulting in increased happiness, lower anxiety and depression levels, as well as an overall feeling of calm. All right, so we're going to begin our practice today with a little bit of breath work at first. Then we're going to move into some yoga postures, and we'll end with a short meditation. For the breathing exercise, find a comfortable position wherever you are. If you're seated at a desk, chair, a couch, or if you can find a spot on the floor, wherever you feel comfortable and whatever works for you. So first, let's just roll our shoulders back, kind of just feel how our face muscles are feeling and relax them, relaxing the body. I like to close my eyes, but if you want to keep your eyes open to watch this video, I understand. Either way works. I'm going to close my eyes for this portion just because it helps me really ground into feeling my body and feeling my breath. So I'll close my eyes, and first let's just start by grounding in feeling our body, feeling our breath. So I'm going to inhale through the nose. The diaphragm is expanding, and I'm going to exhale through the mouth. If it feels good to you to make a noise as you exhale, that can be a really releasing feeling. So inhale again, and exhale. Just letting go of anything you have to do today, any thoughts that are coming up, any homework you have or stuff you have to study for or work or schedule. Let's just really take this moment to set all of that aside and be really present with our body. So inhaling again and exhale. Sometimes just doing that can kind of immediately bring you into a more state of presence and a more state of mindfulness and overall a feeling of relaxation. So this is a great way to kind of initiate any kind of yogic practice. Sometimes I do this before exams even, just to really like let go of anything I have flowing through my mind and kind of center myself. So we're gonna do a breathing exercise. This one is called alternate nostril breathing. It is an ancient practice in yoga that has been used for thousands of years. This practice is something that I learned in a yoga teacher training and that I use pretty frequently. I find that it brings my mind and my body into a state of balance and can be a little bit weird at first, but I think that once you get the hang of it, is a really easy, accessible tool to come back to at any time. So we're going to be using our hands, it can be left or right, and we're going to be using our pointer finger and our middle finger. They're going to be placed in between our eyebrows, and we will also be using our pinky and our thumb, so the ring finger can kind of just relax. We're going to be essentially breathing in through the right and exhale through the left nostril. And then we'll inhale through the left, exhale through the right, thus creating this alternate nostril breathing. I ask that you try to slow down your breath as much as possible. If you can hear yourself breathing, try to slow it down even to a point where you can't hear your breath. It's going really, really slow. This will allow our heartbeat to slow down, our blood pressure to slow down, our body to start entering that parasympathetic nervous system division. And yeah, so let's start. We'll bring our pointer finger and our middle finger to the third eye, or to the middle. Some people call this the third eye, but you can also say it between your eyebrows. And either the pinky or the ring finger, whatever feels comfortable. You can do both. We'll come on to our left nostril. Thumb is open. We're going to inhale through the right nostril. I'm going to put my right thumb on my right nostril, and I'm going to exhale through the left. Now I'm going to inhale through the left, closing the left, and I'm going to exhale through the right. So that cycle of one inhale, exhale, can be considered one. I generally like to do about 10, but today we'll just do a few of them. You can also accommodate to whatever feels good in that moment of what you're needing. So let's just do 3 together. Again, here if you feel comfortable closing your eyes, I find that it really allows me to feel the breath a little bit more and drop out of my mind. So inhaling through the right nostril, closing the left for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's close the right nostril and open the left and exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's inhale through the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and closing the left, opening the right for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to stop counting for the next series. Let's just go at our own pace, whatever you find comfortable. Inhaling through the right. And exhaling through the left. Inhale through the left. And exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Exhale through the left. One more time, inhaling through the left. And exhaling through the right. Let's release the right hand down. Take another deep inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Just taking a moment to kind of feeling your breath. If it's more deep, maybe it's more shallow. Anything's okay. It's just kind of like a check-in, which I find to be a really great practice of mind-body medicine, is checking with your body and being mindful of how your body's feeling, how your breath is feeling. And yeah, so that is called alternate nostril breathing. I hope that you use it in moments that you just need to decenter or recenter and relax. You can do this in your car, you can do this at school, if you have a break at work, anything. I find that I like to do it sometimes before exams, just to kind of clear out any stress that I have about the exam and really drop into focusing. Now we're gonna do some yoga. Asanas are postures that we're going to use as a physical exercise to connect to our body and our breath and create that mind-body medicine of activating the parasympathetic nervous system. So let's start with just a little bit of warm-up. I like to start with just rotating my neck. So as wherever you're seating, we're gonna inhale, the head comes forward, and coming to the right, exhale back to the left, and down. Inhaling to the right, exhale back, and coming back down. Let's switch directions. Inhale to the left, exhale back and right. One more time. Inhale left, exhale back. All right. Now let's bring our hands to our shoulders. We're gonna do a little bit of some shoulder warm-ups, which is great to get your body just starting to get warmed up before you do any kind of exercise. This is something I like to do in the morning before really doing anything. And I'll bring my hands to my shoulders. I'm gonna inhale, the elbows are gonna touch. I'm gonna roll the shoulders up and back so that the scapulas can touch. And again, inhaling and exhaling back. Inhale and exhale. Let's switch directions. Inhaling the scapulas. Exhale the shoulder or the elbows. Inhale and exhale. Let's raise our arms all the way up. Interlacing the hands, really stretching here, feeling the hips on the ground and feeling the arms raising to the sky. Do a slight twist, look to the left. Exhale, look to the right. Inhaling up. Let's drop the right hand down to the floor and reaching that left arm up and over. Right elbow can come down on the floor. Stretching the whole plane of your left side. Again, really staying with your breath. You can come back up and let's switch sides. And inhaling all the way back up. All right, we're gonna do a twist here. Again, this is gonna warm up the spine for anything else we're gonna do in this practice or for the day. So we can take our right hand to our left knee. Left hand will come behind us, and we're just gonna turn and look over our left shoulder. And switching directions, left hand comes to the right knee, turning and looking over the right. And let's come back. Let's bring our knees up and kind of just shake out. Sometimes I know our feet can fall asleep when we're doing stuff like this. I know mine can. Just shaking out a little bit. And let's bring our feet in front of us. We'll go this way. Feet are in front of us. We're gonna inhale, our arms are gonna come up. And we're gonna exhale and just slowly fold over. We can grab our shins, we can grab our ankles, or we can grab our feet if that is something that you feel comfortable doing. Wherever you're at, just meeting yourself there. And slowly just curling down. Letting gravity help you. And inhaling still through my nose. Exhaling through my nose. And I can feel the stretch kind of all over, so there's a lot of muscle tension that I'm holding just from everyday activities. This is really nice because it's going to help me release all that tension, add some flexibility to my muscles. Letting my body just really drop into this moment. And let's slowly come up. Can wiggle the feet a little bit. We're going to come into what is called butterfly position. I love this posture. I have really tight hips. I feel like I hold a lot of stress in my hips, and this can be really common, especially for a lot of women study spine. So we're going to bend our knees, bringing our feet together. So our hips are wide, and here we can bring our hands to our shins, our ankles, our feet. Kind of like to place them on my ankles. And I prefer to put my elbows slowly into my knees to kind of help push and open my hips down like a book. This feels really, really good for me. If that doesn't feel good for you, please just keep your hands at your ankles. And even just this might be enough. So if you want to stay here, you can stay here for a few breaths. If you're feeling good, we can come down a little bit deeper. Inhaling and exhaling. Again, slowly just letting your back fall towards the floor.
Inhaling, straightening the back a little bit, and exhaling, falling deeper. And inhaling, exhale. I can really feel my sacral bone also being like stretched right here, or not stretched, but like definitely given some space, which can feel really relaxing, especially after standing or walking around after a long day. And slowly I'm gonna bring myself out of it. I think a really important part of this practice is going to be just to go slow, finding what feels comfortable, not pushing yourself too far, and maintaining the breath the whole time. So we'll come to another position on the floor. We're going to bring our right foot open, leg is straight, and that left bent knee, the left foot will come to the inside of the right thigh. Alright, from here we're going to inhale the right arm up, and we're going to exhale, bring the right hand towards the right foot, left arm comes up and over. Hi, this is Raji. He loves yoga too. I find a lot of pets too. Reaching with that left arm up. And coming back. Switch sides. Straightening the left leg, bending the right. Other side, inhale the left arm up. Exhale, right arm comes up. Hi, Richie. Alright, coming up and out of it. Can shake our legs a little bit. And from here, let's come into another twist. So we're gonna bend one knee. I'm doing my left knee. And my right foot is gonna sit on the outside of my left knee. My hips are still on the floor. This can be pretty intense just as is, sitting here like this. But we're gonna add in a little twist to this posture. So, my right foot is over, my left knee is bent, and we're gonna twist. So I'm gonna bring my left elbow to the outside of my right knee and my right hand behind my back. This is gonna be a little bit deeper of a twist than before. Looking over the right shoulder. And coming out of it, we can twist to the other way. And let's switch sides. So I'm gonna bring my right foot over. My right knee is gonna bend. My left foot is gonna come on the outside of my right knee. Kind of like a pretzel shape, to be honest. Alright, and from here, right elbow outside of the right knee, and looking over. Switching sides, let's bring our left elbow to the left knee, Alright, coming back out. Bring your legs out and shake them out again. Alright, we're going to do a couple of standing postures. So you can just come up and shaking the legs out a little bit more. Alright, let's inhale, our arms can come up all the way over. Clasping, can look up, bending to the left, bending to the right. Inhale and exhale. We're gonna just fold straight over. Hands can come to the mat. If you need to bend your knees to do this, that is also okay. You need to bring your hands to your shins or to your thighs. Things ready. But let's just hang here. Sometimes I even like to bring my hands so that they're on the outsides of my elbow or the insides, and I'm just gonna hang in here. This is another great one after sitting or standing all day, after or in between at a work break. Just releasing that back. You can feel this all up and down the dorsal side of your leg. Inhaling and exhaling. Bending the knees a little bit. And swing here. And let's slowly curl up, vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way up into a standing position. I have a spot right about here that causes me a lot of pain from bad posture and from sitting in school. And that position right there really helps me release it. So I like to do that at night after I've had a long day. And coming into a couple other postures. Let's do a lunge. So we're going to bring our right foot forward. Our left foot is going to come back. And starting to find a balance, activating all the muscles of your legs, pushing that left hip forward. Right hip is coming back a little. Right knee is stacked on the right ankle. And I'm going to raise my arms up. Again, I'm returning to my breath. Alright, hands are coming down all the way to the mat. And we're going to come into a deeper lunge so we can drop the knee. Bringing the right hand on the inside of that right foot. And holding this for a few breaths. Again, if this feels painful, coming off of it a little bit. Don't have to be that deep. You can come back on your hip. Or if that doesn't feel like you're getting a stretch at all, you can come down even further onto your forearms. I personally feel okay just right here for today. And I like to come back. Gonna keep the toes on the floor. Pulling back with that right hip. Feel this stretching all the tendons and muscles all along my foot, my ankle, my shin. Reggie. He really likes yoga. Like, no matter where I do this, he's gonna be joining us. So I'm just gonna keep going. So you can see. He's in the way a little. Now I'm gonna lift my toes up, and I'm gonna pull myself down towards my shin. And slowly coming out of that, knee can come back. We're gonna come into what is called child's pose. It's a really great relaxation pose. Anytime you're practicing yoga, this is a posture that you can return to just to return to your breath, to feel relaxed, to have a moment. If you're feeling tired or just need to just take a moment to be still. So your knees are gonna come out wide, my hands are gonna come forward, and I'm gonna relax my head on the floor. My belly is feeling just really relaxed, and as I inhale, it's falling towards the floor. As I exhale, contracting back up. This posture can feel really safe because it's almost like you're in a little ball, or you're in an area that you feel that you just feel protected, I guess, by your own body. And this can be a really, really releasing feeling, especially in times of stress, to feel a little bit more peaceful and a little bit more relaxed. And slowly coming out of that, we're gonna come to a tabletop. We're gonna inhale, looking up. We're gonna drop our belly for cat pose. Or no, this is cow. Sorry. This is cow. So you can see my hips are a little bit like a cow. And we're gonna inhale, curling the back for cat. Exhale, looking up, and inhale, looking down, feeling side. Gonna roll our toes and come up into downward dog. Alright, here I like to bend the knees, walk the dog out. And slowly walk to meet the hands. Here we're going to slowly curl up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Inhaling the arms all the way up to the sky. Slightly looking back. And hands can come down. Shake it out a little. And let's do the other side. We're almost there. Thanks for sticking with me. So hands can come up. And exhaling, hands come down. Gonna bring the left foot forward, switching sides for our initial lunge. Left knee is stacked on the left ankle. Hips are both facing towards the way that the foot is facing. Both feet are facing. You can kind of try to balance the hips, feel like what they feel like. Don't really want my ribs to be out, kind of just bringing them in more. And inhaling the arms coming up, but relaxing the shoulders. This stretch can be as hard or easy as you want it to be. If you want it to be easier, you know, bring your feet together a little bit more. And if you want it to be harder, you can really come into that lunge, activating some more muscles for strength. Coming back to the breath. And let's drop our arms down. Bringing our left hand inside of the left knee, the left foot. And I'm going to drop the knee. Hanging out here. This can be a really, really intense stretch. And again, let's bring our feet, just pulling this up so you can see my feet. Feet on the floor, toes on the floor. Coming back, bringing the head down towards the shin. And lifting the toes now. Head comes down. And inhale, slowly coming out of it. We're going to come back into that child's pose. Knees are wide. Hands come forward and toes are touching together. Excuse me. Coming out slowly. Come back onto our seated position. We're going to slowly just kind of make our way onto our backs. Right. Slowly come onto your backs. Taking a second here. You can bring the knees up. Clasping your hands around the knees. And if you want to rock side to side, this can feel really good on the spine. If it doesn't feel good on the spine and it hurts, please stop doing that. And even if this hurts, you can always just bring your knees to about here and just kind of roll the sacrum around. All right. We're gonna inhale one foot up, and let's inhale the left foot up, keep, and we're gonna reach for the toes. Again, here, if the toes isn't feeling like that's attainable today, you can always reach for the shins, or even the thighs, or you can bend the knees and grab the toes. We can bring our head up towards our knees. And drop the right foot down. Bend the knee. Right hand comes onto the left knee. Let's twist over to touch the ground. Let's leave our left shoulder on the ground. So both shoulders are on the ground. This left arm can be out and open. This is a really, really great twist for all your organs, all of your muscles, and your spine. Let's switch sides. Left foot comes down. Right knee comes up, grabbing it with the left arm and twisting over. And slowly coming back. We're going to do one more pose until we come into our Shavasana, which is corpse pose. It's the last pose. But we're going to do bow pose really quick just to activate all our muscles before we relax them, because I find that can be an easier way to relax them. So we're going to inhale and come up, legs come up, activating the core, arms come up like a bow. Feeling really strong here. And slowly exhaling and releasing all the way down to the floor. And for the next minute, just trying not to move your body, letting yourself relax, letting yourself sink into the floor. Inhaling through your nose, relaxing all the muscles of your face, and exhaling through the mouth. Sometimes it's nice here just to scan your body and relax. Relax your neck, relax your head, relax your shoulders, relax your arms and your hands, relaxing your chest, relaxing your abdomen, relaxing your hips, your whole pelvis, relaxing your legs, your knees, your ankles, relaxing all of your toes and fingers. And we'll slowly start to bring some movement back into our fingers, wiggle them. I like to keep the eyes closed still. We're going to slowly come out of this, come back to everything else we have to do. So let's just take our slow time. And maybe not shake the head back or forth. We're slowly going to curl onto the right side, just like when you're waking up from bed. And slowly, let's push ourselves up into a seated position. And here for our meditation portion, we are just going to keep our eyes closed and stay together while breathing for a minute. If any thought comes up, let it just feel like it's floating away as you inhale. And exhale, seeing it leave your brain. Inhaling and exhaling. Noticing how your body feels after we did some different postures, utilizing our bones, our muscles, our tendons, our ligaments, utilizing our brain, our spinal cord, our central nervous system, and activating our parasympathetic nervous system. Returning to our breath And slowly opening our eyes. And I invite you to explore just anything that's come up for you, if it was relaxing or if it wasn't. Just noticing how you're feeling in this moment. I personally feel very relaxed, even though at the beginning of filming this video I was a little stressed. But yeah, it's always a great reminder that this is something you can do for free. There's tons of, YouTube videos or classes, or you can watch this video and just come back to this. When you're feeling stressed, or to prevent stress, to cope with the ongoing onslaught of information we have every single day. And yeah, I hope that you enjoyed joining me with this practice, and I really enjoyed sharing what I know, and I thank you for taking time out of your day to explore your breath and your body and just be present with the mind-body medicine of finding connection and regulating our nervous systems together. Thank you.